What's going on, winners? My hair looks a little crazy, but um today we're going to talk about creating, it's like a mission statement, but like a niche of like kind of like what you do, right? But before we get started, let's do some housekeeping things. If you want to follow me on all my platforms, you can follow me on Carlos J. Henry wins with a Z.com. You can also subscribe to my newsletter in order to learn how to create your um, get your personal and professional goals in a quarter of the time with my marketing and personal development prowess. You can also schedule an interview to get highlighted in my interview spotlight for entrepreneurs. And then you can also purchase the starting guide to success by purchasing a winner's win book right there off of my website. Now, that we're done these three things, now let's talk about or you can also try to set up one which I'm building right now in order to help squeeze as much as you can out of your customers, um your own traffic. You can also set up an appointment with me for that as well. And something in my glasses or something, some hair in my lash, I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's my beard. But let's get started on creating some type of mission statement. So when I told you guys I went to that marketing networking event about what last week, I got another one this week. Remember, one a week I'm trying to go to, because I want you guys to remember an important fact. And this important fact is you have to get known locally before you can expand your way out. So get yourself known locally first. Okay. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just try to go on the internet. No, go there, do networking events, do networking events, get known in the area near you, and you'll naturally expand out as you keep getting better. And that's how you get into those Forbes magazines. That's how you get on those business insiders, entrepreneur of the week type of thing. So that's something that I definitely dedicate myself to doing once a week. It's just getting myself known all the way in this area as Loso 2.0, right? Now, I'm taking over Delaware first. I'm going to expand my way out. So all you guys, please, keep following my stuff and, just say that you know me, right? Now, second thing is this, right? So besides getting that, the second thing is this, right? You have to have a 30-second statement, something that really explains who you are, what is it that you do, right? So they gave us 30 seconds at the networking event to kind of introduce ourselves, right? And introduce ourselves in a way, right? And I'm gonna show you why it's important to know your mission statement, because then you can expand on it. I'm gonna explain it. Okay. So first, there's gonna be some things. We're gonna take some notes today too as well. So I got my handy dandy notebook, right? Not on some Blue's Clue stuff. But my 30-second statement, some people were talking so much and so much that it actually took it over. And I said a quick statement, boom, brought, have my authority is my book. And they're just like, holy, hold on a second. Everybody started talking to me and I started expanding and getting some good business cards. So the first thing you got to do is this: the who. So you have to explain who you are. Now we know I'm Carlos Henry. You know that, but you have to have a name for yourself. Remember, I told you about building a cult. Cult people as a bad connotation. A lot of times people think of cult as some type of terrible thing, but no, it's your culture, right? Um, Culture, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's your culture. So you have to see, first thing is that they have to call you something, right? So me, I'm Carlos Henry, but I go as Loso 2.0. Now, I also say it like this, right? Now, when I say my mission statement, I also say, who I am as a sense of like what I do, right? And I tell them I'm a personal development and marketing genius. Now, I know it sounds a little cocky or whatever, but I truly believe that, right? So I say I'm Loso 2.0 personal development and marketing genius, the best marketing genius and personal development guru ever. And then what I say, I love ever, because that's what, that's my goal, right? Win the Nobel Prize, make these businesses, own multiple businesses, millions of dollars, stuff like that, right? So then after that, it's the what. What do you do? And then also with the who, it's who you're helping too. So the who is who you are, who you're helping. So I help minority entrepreneurs. Now, when you're doing your thing right now, there's some people that's not minority that's also coming to you as well, right? That's just what's going to happen. But my thing is minority entrepreneurs, but you have to really decide who your thing is, right? Now, most of the time, your starting target audience is most likely you. You're most of the time you are that audience that you're trying to get, right? So I say, who am I, Loso 2.0, personal development marketing genius ever. help minority entrepreneurs. And what do I help them do? I help them achieve their personal and professional goals in a quarter of the time. I'm not writing all that down, but it's the key though, right? That's what I do. I help them achieve their personal and professional goals in a quarter of the time, right? Um, who, what, where? Let me think of where. Okay, so we can skip that. When, you can skip that too. Well, I said when, right? Was in a quarter of the time. That's how long it takes me to do it. Um, and then your why, right? You don't have to put this into your statement, but my why is something you should know personally, right? So my personal why is I help them do this because of the things that I achieved in the, over the time, which you can also put in it too as well. Like I had one year I achieved what most people do in 4 or 5 years or whatever, right? That's your why, right? You don't have to explain your why to the mission statement, or you don't have to explain the how. But let me explain why you can still play off of the why and the how, right? So boom. So you know who and what and when, right? So I just really said, hey, what's going on? I'm Loso 2.0. I'm Carlos Henry, known as Loso 2.0. I'm a personal development and marketing genius who helps minority entrepreneurs achieve their personal and professional goals in a quarter of the time. Now, boom, quick statement. That's it. 30, not even less than 30 seconds. I'll just quick thing right here. And then I just showed my book. Here's a copy of my Winners Win book, which is a starting guide. So then go back to it, a starting guide for minority people, because the starting guide can be used for either one, but a starting guide for people of minority who want to change, or who wants a starting guide on changing their life around. Quick joint, right? This is now look, now the why, like I said, the why is for you, but that's when you're telling your story. The why is when you continue to tell your story to every single person that you talk. So when they ask more, hey, what made you get started this? Well, this is why I did it. You tell them your story, you tell them that epiphany bridge story, which I'm not going to explain all of them. And the how, now the how is why it's important to have a mission statement, because now everything that you do for how has to lead back to helping minority entrepreneurs or helping my mission statement. So for example, I have a book. I have a personal development book. It's a starting guide for helping, minority people achieve their personal and professional goals in a quarter of the time, right? So now I got the book. I just said, put it back to that. Hey, this is my book because it does that, right? Another thing, right now, let's say I have my newsletter. Similar thing in the book. It's helping, and it's for entrepreneurs, and it can also be for other people, minority, to just achieve their goals quicker. And every month they're getting to actually, I put it back to that. Now, another example is this, right? My done for you services that I have, right? My done for you copywriting, direct response copywriting services that I have right now, right? And I know I'm building on every once a month. I'm trying to keep building on more products or services that I have, but my done for you direct response copywriting services, boom, I switch it right back to that as well, because I'm going to the how again, right? I'm a marketing genius. That's what I put on marketing genius. So that comes with the direct response, and then I go back to it as well is help them achieve their goals in a quarter at a time and that's through, in the how, it can be through high income skills. So when I talk about public speaking, when I teach public speaking, or when I write speeches for people, that's a high income skill. That's helping them achieve their better. It's helping them effectively communicate, which is going to help you grow professionally and personally in a quarter at a time. Due to direct response copywriting, it's helping B2B businesses squeeze as much money as they can out of every single customer every single time, which is also going back to direct response, which is also going back to doing it in a quarter of time, because now professionally they're making more money in order to achieve their goals in a faster amount of time. So you see what I'm saying? You have to create a mission statement with who you are, the name of you, and then it's a lot more that goes into it, which comes to building a culture type of thing. You can, comment below if that's what you want to see, some more information on how to build a culture, but that's what you want to do. You want to create your who you are. So, like I said, go back to it's who you are, who do you help, um, what do you help them with. I just really just answered the who, what, when, where. I meant the who, what, and when. That's why I just kept answering those questions. How you can keep adding on to it, like I said before. Remember who you are. So my mission statement again is I am Carlos Henry, known as Loso 2.0, a personal development and marketing genius, the best ever, who helps young minority entrepreneurs achieve their personal and professional goals in a quarter of the time. Now, When someone asks me more, I can tell them, hey, this is why I did it because of my backstory, going through homeless, living in a car, da da da, do the whole backstory. Then also, when it comes to the how, now I just have to get the how to keep going back to who the rest of it, right? Like, oh, the book right now is to help people as a starting guide for helping them young minority entrepreneurs. The newsletter is a start, is a guide also too every single month to keep giving them the latest and greatest in it to help them achieve their goals in a quarter at a time. The done for you copywriting services is helping them create more money in order to achieve in entrepreneurs achieve more money in their business, which is going to help them achieve their goals in a quarter at a time because they're making money. Now I can teach high income skills when I speak on stage. When I speak, my speaking services is to motivate them in order to achieve their goals in a quarter at a time. You see, everything keeps going back to it, right? So that's what you have to do. Who, what, why? You have to decide what your mission statement is, and then now everything you do can just lead back to that, right? So that's really all I have for you guys today, man. Like I said, I already pitched everything out and I keep pitching it out, but I want you guys to work on your mission statement. Comment below what yours is. Keep killing the day. Winners win, losers lose, and you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.